But I'm always starting something. And, the universe always gifts us in ways that we don't quite understand. And we just go with what we've got, right? And rather than going, oh my God, this isn't working, it's like we start where we're at. It's the magic of life, and we do the best we can every single day. So always start with a little Christ-based teachings. And when we maintain our sense of closeness with God, strength and wholeness that transcend description come to each of us. So the wholeness that transcends everything, right? All of us, the suffering we encounter in life, the feelings of being unloved, of being not belonging, or whatever it is. Good morning, Bev. How are you doing? Uh, Tell the Instagrammers to come over to Facebook and YouTube for the morning today. Let's see. What day is it? It is another awesome, amazing day for God has gifted us. June 13th. Oh my God. Upstate New York. I hope everyone's doing well wherever you're at. And a little coffee. Good morning, Bev. It's a beautiful day. Hope everyone's well all over the world. Uh, Currently, my Instagram and YouTube is having a little bit of difficulties, but we'll give it one more shot here. How's everyone doing? And let me see if I could inspire Will to check his email. And we're owning our morning, and this is my 5 a.m. every single day. It's going to be 5 minutes, 30 minutes, and maybe up to an hour, answering questions wherever you're at in this world, and just sharing some thoughts and ideas of how we can better own our lives. So many of us live with sort of frustrations and anger and worry and sadness rather than excitement, love, kindness, and faith each and every day, right? And we've been planning in the Mighty Network and working on it, but we're having some technical difficulties, but this is life, right? Answering questions. Where are you at? What are you doing? What are you thinking? How are you improving your life each and every day? I found one of my favorite guys in the universe, Wayne Dyer, Everyday Wisdom for Success. I love little quick quotes of life. You're not what you have, and you're not what you do. You are an infinite, right? Divine being disguised as a successful person who has accumulated a certain amount of stuff. The stuff is not us, right? All the stuff of life, it's not us at all. We have to find some way each and every day to imagine that whatever hardships or challenges we're experiencing, like I can't get into my Instagram account because they're security measures trying to figure out if Kiltz is really Kiltz, but we're just being patient in the day and working in every way with whatever God has given us. And it's 5 o'clock everywhere. In some way, it's infinitely changing. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you creating? On this beautiful, amazing day in the universe, God has gifted you and I life, right? And as a practice faith, this is my infinite way of faith. And I love Christ-based teachings, the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the New, the Old Testament. All of it is powerful for all of us, right? What are we practicing? What are we doing? What are we living? And how do we better our lives, right? And ultimately, you have to imagine the better is already there. I got into my pottery studio yesterday. I brought some more cups. And currently, we just have them on the shelves here in Syracuse, but we're working for you to simply send a text or an email. I'd love a cup, and we're figuring out the pricing and all that stuff. We have to have fun. Rodriguez, good morning. How are you doing today? I don't have my Instagram connections either. So, but where are you at? What's going on? We're all sending messages to Will. Hey, Will, can you please check your email so you can send Kiltz the connections? We're working on Kiltz's Mighty Network. And, I'm a keto carnivore guy, 1 meal a day. And I know it's the most crazy thing. Jerry, how are you doing? It's a beautiful day. And I had an amazing day yesterday. I did my 5 a.m. I think I'm doing my 5 a.m. Monday through Saturday. And then Sunday's my 10 a.m. And then a 11-ish interview. Maria Emmerich couldn't make it. And Pretty, how are you doing? A beautiful day, Jerry. Again, good morning. Where are you at? What are you doing today? How are you inspired to enjoy the day? And I've got my my whiteboard here. I'll show you guys my whiteboard. Wislande, good morning. This is my whiteboard, which I clean it off every day, and I keep writing in the day. And I'm about to blow up my office here and redo the Mighty Network place. And yesterday I got in the pottery studio, and I'll show you guys. I brought a cadre of new cups today, and always listening and learning, reading and creating, but connecting. So many people connecting on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook all around the globe. And the 5 a.m. club or tribe or crew or clan or whatever it is, we're just simply sharing thoughts and ideas. And whether you believe in God or not, God is within all of us, or at least we're able to create everything that exists in our lives. Thanks, Sean Baker. Like, he's awesome and amazing, isn't he? He rocks in the universe. One of the most important things I think we as physicians need to start doing is speaking more plainly, simplifying the story. My sense is we've created such a complicated scientific story. I'm sorry, it's complicated. No wonder the indigenous people of the world are kind of like saying, enough of this modern world in some ways, because ultimately, simplification. But if you're eating a high plant-based, industrial produced oils diet, it's deadly, right? These ideas that somehow what we're sharing in the world, I think is often wrong. And I've just been learning so many things in my life every day. And if you haven't spent any time on Crazy Kiltz's, it was the plan, it was the diet, but diets are dead, and don't ever go on a diet again. It's so simple. All you want to do is be the carnivore. That's right, Patty. Listen, this is so easy and so amazing. You are the master or creator of your life. And don't believe me in anything I'm sharing with you. Simply investigate the possibilities of what we've been taught is deadly. And again, now at 66 years young, and I keep getting younger every day, and time is expanding in my universe. And by the way, the universe is expanding every day. And if you understand what the scientists say, the universe is expanding. Well, guess what? Where is the universe created? It's created in your mind. And that is the simplest thing. And carnivore is so effing damn easy, isn't it? Let me see. Yesterday I made my buddies. I bring my buddies over every so often, and it's just so amazing. Friendships, connections, and now how do we connect in the world? We connect like this, right, Bev? Pretty, Wislande, amazing, Jerry, all of us together. And listen, whether you're here for a moment, 5 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm listening to so many great people. Anthony Chafee, Judy Cho, Marie Emmerich, Sean Baker. Holly. Again, the amazing concepts in the universe. I made my buddies this really great. Let's see if I can. This really great tomahawk ribeye from the Allen brothers, and again, I know that's kind of fast, but this is basically what it looks like. I put some butter and blue cheese on it, and it's amazing. Lily Kane, morning, Lisa, good morning. And simplification is it. Science, it's complicated. Oh my God, we need a dietitian to tell a human being how to eat. I mean, really? Come on. It's simple. You know what we ate for the last 3.5 million years. We ate meat. That was it. Meat is the master. And I brought my cups in my Allen Brothers USDA Prime meat box. I got this from Wegmans in DeWitt in Syracuse, and they had these amazing long bone tomahawks. It was great. Every morning connect. That is it. It makes my day. Hooking up with Kiltz's tribe. Listen, I've got the Mighty Network that we're working on, so you can go to the Kiltz's new Mighty Network, Keto Carnivore Tribe for Life. And it's keto for everyone. It's carnivore for the masters. Now, listen, no disrespect to anyone. We're all on our journey of life. Where you're at, begin with that. But if you're suffering in here or out here or in here or any place in your world, you need to connect to people like Wayne Dyer, Don Curtis, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Moses, Abraham, the Vishnu's gods, who has ever, Buddha. Find your way to connect. But I always say, okay, wait, let me see if I've got this. I've got so many different ways around here, but we'll stick with the baby's plan for the moment. But it's the way. And life is the way, right? You have to have a good, kind, generous heart of love, but it's the baby's way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, the 23 and 1, 23 fasting, 1 hour of feasting. This is the way each and every day. And you can get for free, download digitally, Kiltz's Keto Carnivore Lifestyle. This is forever. Morning, all right, to Buffalo. All right, Mallory. Amazing team. We're also hooked into the Fertile Spirit. The Fertile Spirit is something that we've created that ultimately it's just spiritual energy. That's all we are. And every day when you recognize, and this is why faith, again, I wear this as my talisman to recognize that we're connected to the gods, right? And when all of us begin to realize that the vibrational energy of our minds, it vibrates to the universe. When we vibrate love and kindness and generosity and hope and happiness, boom, it unfolds and comes right back to us, doesn't it? And isn't this an amazing life, right? Every single day, when you visualize that which you desire, a baby, a better, a different house, a different car, a different XYZ. The term better, remember, that's just a judgment, but different. We know you go from one thing to another, but the one thing that's always there is what? Lori, do you ever sleep? Listen, I sleep infinite times a day. I get up at about 3:30. I'm up and out by 4 generally. I live in Skinny Atlas, New York, one of the Finger Lakes. Amazing. And my 30-minute nice drive to Syracuse most times. I'm going down to Sarasota tomorrow night. I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back on Sunday. I'm flying. I've learned to fly, but I bring a pilot with me. I am a pilot, but I always bring someone. But I take naps. But I go to bed at 9 o'clock, anywhere between 8 and 10. I try to go closer to 8 and not so much to 10. And I take naps, and that's really important. We need to take more naps. Animals in general don't like sleep 8 hours. You got to get 8 hours of sleep. I'm sorry. Where do we make that one up, right? Sleep until you're awake. Get up and go do things. And then when you're tired, nap. I have my beautiful, you're going to see my messy couch here in my Syracuse office, but I simply grab my blankie and I go take a nap for 10, 15 minutes. Might even be 5, but it's always meditative. Meditation and prayer. That's critical in life. So the gratitude attitude of life. And Wayne Dyer, you got to get his stuff. Amazing, amazing guy. He loved to run. I think he ran too much. You know, in life, you want to walk and move and create. I was in my painting and pottery studio where I'm making some badass art, right? Listen, this idea, we're all worried, oh, I can't paint. Can't do I don't know. Well, you can because it's built in your DNA. Let's see. What to be doing in the 2WW transfer to, oh, listen, remember, you're talking to the 66-year young guy that still is working to understand all the little acronyms, right? But what do you do in the 2-week wait? Transfer to beautiful, amazing embryos. Listen, meditation and prayer. Get out Wayne Dyer. Get out the Deepak Chopra, Eckhart Tolle, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Moses, whatever it is. Pick it and read it and have faith and visualize the beautiful baby already brewing in your body. Now, remember, we're not making alcohol, we're making babies. So what is the best way to feed the mama? Listen, it's fatty meat, it's butter, bacon, cream, 1 meal a day, but you got to eat the fat because guess what? Fat is twice the calories of of protein and protein, amino acids, and sugars. By the way, no carbohydrate sugar is ever required in the human diet. We likely did not eat it for any significance or frequency thousands and thousands of years ago. You're told that kale is good for you. Listen, kale is meant to be an ornament around the meat case. That's it. I say it's deadly, but slow it down and cool it down, Lisa. I think that really is helpful every day. If you get pushed around, you've been sending push me around signals, but maybe it's just we're all connecting in life. My brother Tom and I, let's see, I'm 66, Tom's 65. We're the same age for 10 days, so you know what mom and dad were doing. Only 3 months after I was born. The truth is life. We're all sort of in this hustle of life, and all atoms are constantly moving and colliding. This is the creative nature of life. You got to keep moving. You got to keep writing and painting and keep pooping. Listen, but when you go keto carnivore for life, and Kiltz's keto carnivore is the baby's way. Okay. All right. I've got to, let's see. Shall I find it? I think I've got it here. Oh, I got it. The baby's way. This is it. And I need some ideas for some new shirts and some new caps. And, you know, I've got, one of the things is, look at, by the way, the pineapple is a deadly, deadly thing to eat in any significance or frequency. Don't do it. Holistic Health, good morning to you. Betty, good morning. Jen from Japan. My Instagram, they locked me out. They're like, okay, Kiltz, this guy's, he's putting too much stupid shit out there. And then he's trying to tell everyone to eat bacon, eggs, butter, beef, and even Kiltz's ice cream. What is he thinking? Oh, the doctors say this is deadly. But when you do it, it's amazing. And then, but they're studying cholesterol and LDL and all these things. They're studying it. One day they'll have the answer for you. FDS, fuck that shit. I know T, right? And I'm sorry for my bombs and all of this. Listen, this is health and wellness for all of us. Awesome holistic Kuwait. I have not been to Kuwait yet, but listen, we're all sharing ideas that are radically different. Occam's razor says the simple answer is the one meal a day. That's it. This is the play. One meal, I'll give you a snack, but make it fatty meat. Now, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, all right, add the coconut cream or milk. And for the vegetarians, it's eggs, it's cream, it's butter, and cheese. That is the healthiest thing, but only one time a day, and up the fat. And by the way, if you're fat, you're fucking fantastic. Sorry. Listen, fat is where it's at. Fat is the fuel for the mitochondria and nothing else. Every cell of your body requires fat. If you are anorexic and skinny and there's a famine, you're dead. We must have access to a tremendous amount of fat in our bodies all the time. Your fetus is feeding and fueling on fat. Sugars and amino acids go to their liver that you are excessively fueling them with, and they are converted to fat. They make a fatty liver. They make fat everywhere. Now, that's not bad, but ultimately we're doing it the wrong way. Healthy body doesn't pay pharmaceutical companies bill. You know, look at the beauty is, like, I don't need the drugs anymore or the doctors. I did have a hernia repair last year. Dr. Sartori did an amazing job. But it was damage I've had for like years when it finally needed to get simply. Estonia, good morning to you. The Mighty Network, we're working on the Mighty Network as our level, but I got to work with Will and Jake and Morgan and Aaron. I've got to, like, guys, if I can't get in my accounts, but the universe is always working in your favor each and every day. The mind, body, smile of life. And you're in the 5 a.m. tribe, right? It's inspiring your life, owning your day, owning your life, and loving and accepting everything that God gives you. The beautiful thing about life is life is your choice of how you live it, right? You're living this mighty life, right? And if you're walking around with, oh, poor is me, this is terrible, should never happen, you did this to me, whoever you is, right? But ultimately, everything that I speak, your brain has no idea that there's anything out there other than what you create in the mind. And that's the masterful way. And I'm always listening, learning, and reading. And I'm really excited about the beauty of life. And if you haven't read Mind is the Master by James Allen, you must. And look at wherever you're traveling, Audible books are amazing. From Syracuse to Kuwait, awesome, awesome, awesome. We're traveling the world, right? And life is infinite, right? It's infinite. And in this infinite life you're living, the gods are in control, right? And that's the amazing part of the universe. And what are you doing today? I'm in Syracuse doing. I'm communicating with, whether it's on this device or directly with our community, our tribe, our gang, our village, our cities, our lives, our world. We're all working with different languages that sometimes we don't understand, or belief systems that we're all working to sort of entwine these things in a better way. And do we make mistakes? Oh my God, I make mistakes way too much. And I'm always asking Tia, please forgive me if I said something wrong. But we got to laugh at ourselves. Don't we have to laugh at ourselves more? That's the amazing part. And I enjoy sharing these things because I feel motivated to sort of, again, do I sit on the sidelines with sort of over my mug, or do I get up and out and share some thoughts and ideas? And tell us about your Kuwait trip, or what's going on in Estonia, and how are you living your most amazing life? I was listening to a great interview by Sean Baker with a dietitian from New Zealand. Again, the biggest problem I'm finding with all of this stuff in life is we're making it so complicated. Breath and smile. Start the day. You got to read and listen to something positive, uplifting. If you're turning on the news, that's, oh my God, the stock market's dropping, housing prices are going up, and it's unaffordable, and look at all the terrible things in the world. I mean, listen, God's got this. God's got this. God's got this. Just sort of like walk around with this like, the angel and the devil, but ultimately it's all God. They're the same human being in the universe, which is just me. And in your case, it's you. And, so many suffering in this world from so many things. But the craziest thing, when I went to 1 meal a day and I went to Kiltz's Baby's Way, rock and roll it. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream from time to time, a little salt. And do I do some chocolate from time to time? Oh, yes, I love it. Listen, and I do my coffee with this is Wegmans Butter Boy French butter. Love it. And I love coffee. I love a little tea. Listen, do I sip a glass of wine from time to time? Sure. Do I like guzzle it down and have a bottle? Oh my God, this is the best thing in the universe. Come on. Alcohol is effing deadly for us. And kale, fruits, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts, they're deadly. I know. I don't want to tell you this. I didn't want to. Listen, I don't want to tell you that a plant-based diet is a poisonous diet. Sorry. And listen, I'm a physician. I've only learned because I suffered. I went keto on, and it's all the vegetables I can have and the seeds and nuts and the avocados, but I still suffered. When I went to the absolute, this is it. Now listen, remember the I is intermittently feasting. That means I eat one time a day at night. 23 hours, 23 of fasting, and 1 hour of feasting at night before I go to bed. But this is the way. When I did this, game change. And then I discovered some things. Let's see. Oh, you guys get to see it. Listen, the glycobiome is the Teflon shield that protects all of us. It's the protective mechanism of your bowels, your blood vessels, your peritoneal surfaces, your brain, your neurons, everything. we're basically morons because we think sugar is energy. It's not. Sugar is for glycosylation. And if you can't glycosylate properly, you're effed up. The mitochondria require fat, and the proteins that your body makes requires amino acids. And the amino acids, the proteins require sugars, glycans. The glycans bind to the proteins and give them the proper functionality. And sometimes they turn them off and on through a glycan that has charges of positive and negativity that put them in the proper position. They're simply circulating or just hanging out. The white blood cells, the red cells, all have these glycans that are critical. And this is a crazy science that most people don't get. Glyco thinks so much better. Listen, Bev, the glycobiome is the mucinous protective layer, just simple as that. It's a sugar coating. When the sugar coating gets damaged, you're fucked. Sorry. And listen, I love the scientists. I listen to all of them. I read all the papers. They're so damn complicated. Listen, every day it's like I'm reading them, and then I'm reading them, and I'm reading them, and I'm reading them. There's something more to the simplistic nature of what God has created in you and I and all of us. Simplicity is the way. And God always comes to your rescue because God is within you. Now, again, wait a minute, doctor. You're a doctor. You're a scientist. How can you believe in God? Well, come on. Faith is the foundation of humanity. The ancients of ancients of ancients, the tribal elders that spoke the words of God and shared it with our modern way, but we've usurped the power and said, no, we own God. And that's BS, right? God creates everything, but a scientist is still a spiritualist. We are simply human beings. There's no like, you're this, you're that. I mean, come on. We're whatever we believe in. You label it, you enable it. But ultimately, I love the science, right? But ultimately, I couldn't figure out what glucose was for. But you know that glucose is not the only sugar in your bloodstream. There are other sugars also, right? Fructose, galactose, mannose. And guess what? They're always going back and forth to each other, and your body makes them. And glycogen is the storage for the glycans that are required in your cytoplasm and your nucleus and all of your body in order to glycosylate your proteins to make them functional. Without glycans, you're fucked. And by the way, again, sugar, glucoses, and fructoses must be converted to fat to be the fuel for the mitochondria. The mitochondria use acetyl-CoA from fatty acids, not from sugars. Now, you can convert sugars and proteins, amino acids, to fat, but if you can't, you're dead. And a plant-based diet is poisonous. I'm sorry. And I know they have all the famous people, my brain has all the words in there, but I gotta find them. It's like this huge, amazing library. Listen, have you ever said I can't remember anything? It's all there. Be patient. You gotta just wait. Give me a moment. I'm just searching. It's here. I got it. I know it. Right. This concepts and ideas of science. It's complicated. We need a pharmaceutical company, which I respect and honor, by the way. We need a scientist, a doctor. We need an entrepreneur. No, we need the government. All right. Okay. The last I looked, we are lions. Lions and bears and cats and dogs. Be whatever you want to be, by the way. But to me, the top apex predator is lion. Now, I think actually there's one apex predator above that, and that's humans, and we've kind of effed up the world in some ways. The ancients knew how to hunt and what to eat, and they utilized the entire beautiful being of that God-gifted animal to help humans continue to thrive and survive. Now, what have we done? We've usurped the plant world, right? And said, okay, everyone eat plants. Heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, and alcohol are made from plants. And by the way, they F up your body and brain. And you don't need a scientific expert to tell you the simplicity of being a carnivore. The key to health and wellness is carnivore, but it's fativore is the real way. If you can't make fat or you don't eat fat, you're you know what? This, right? And ultimately, we're looking for what is cancer caused from? Cancer is caused by fruits, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts, and a low animal fat diet. And the term diet is dead, in my opinion. Diets are dead, and it's simple as that. The universe has created you and I in this most magical, amazing way. It's simplicity. And breath and smile to start the day. And thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Whatever being of the universe within the spirit is you, and you have it. You don't need to find it anywhere else. Now, listen, I do a little bit. You got to do the dance of life, right? I do a little bit of this, and I do my deep knee bends, and I know I'm out of, but you got to move in life, and you can use much lighter than this, and actually, you don't even need the weights. The heaviest weight you carry is you. And remember, the majority of the heavy weights that you can't let go of, where are they? They're in the mind, right? And the magic of Pretty or Bev or Jen or Holistic. And thank you very much for hanging around and being with me this morning. I know many others haven't quite clicked in, but you got to click into life. You got to own your life and step up to the front of the room. I know for me, I used to sit in the back, but I learned a trick. I was kicked out of school in a gang, couldn't read in LA. When I was like in the 8th grade, I learned a lesson, but they put me in the front of the class to keep an eye on me. But when I was in the front of the class, I actually began to absorb and be integrated with creating a better life. And through my problems and my pain, I was pushed to the front of the class. And that's what this is all about. Push yourself to the front of the class. Cindy, I couldn't get into Instagram. They locked me out. And my help hasn't quite gotten up with the 5 a.m. team. But the 5 a.m. team and the crew is going to be up tomorrow because Kiltz needs the team. I need someone here. Listen, we're all working together, but thanks for coming over to the Facebook side, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, I don't know, whatever it is. I did some videos yesterday, and I love the sharing, but you know what I love is the science, but I love the simplicity of science. It's simple, right? Your health and wellness is so effing and amazing simple. They tell you to graze all day because it's going to increase your metabolism. F that, right? No effing way. It ain't happening. You do one meal a day or less, you will feel the very, very best because fasting is lasting and fat is where it's at. You do not want to be skinny, sorry. And whatever your size and shape and whatever your description is, give it love and do not do a diet, a dissection, a drug, and don't try to lose weight. You use your weight. Use your weight with love, number one. Put it out there and say, listen, I am lovely. I am happy. I am joyous. I am the queen of the universe. And when you hear other people chastising certain things, give it love. When you give it love, love flies back. And that's the beauty of the universe. Listen, I'm not here to sell you a bunch of shit, right? I'm simply here to share as a physician the energy that I went into this world to help people because I just want to help people. I've seen so much suffering. My oath as a doctor was to help people, not to hurt people. Now, I know I've hurt people because of my dissections, my drugs, my recommendations potentially, but we're all learning every single day. And this is the way. And listen, this is the 5 a.m. Kiltz's 5 a.m. tribe, but whether it's a crew, a team, a gang, whatever you want to call it, you're the leader of your life. You're the leader of your life. It's as simple as that. And I'm just sharing some thoughts and ideas that I've learned that have changed my life. Um, raised, let's see, born, baptized, and raised Catholic, and I became an atheist when I became a scientist. The God doesn't exist. Science has explained everything in the universe. Really? Come on. Scientists of the world that understand the spiritual nature, we're united in a better way. And by the way, if you think the plant-based diet is going to save the world, no way. Plants are the poisons that are killing all of us, and we are just blind to it, right? Deaf, dumb, and blind. I'm sorry, as a doctor, I was once that. I know you might say, Kiltz, you don't know shit, right? But what I've learned is this beauty and the value of this YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and the Mighty Network, and all of this. Medicine is now socialized, but it's not socialized by the government. It's socialized by the people, right? Ben Bickman, Christian Scientist. Listen, Kiltz is a Christian scientist. He's a Christian survivor, right? And a thriver. But whether you're Christian or Buddhist or Islamic or whatever your choice in your belief, give love and kindness to yourself and everyone in the world. That's it. The words are used to heal. If the sword is used, that can be bloody, right? That's not what this intention of life is all about, right? Never give voice to anything that you are not willing to experience in your life. If you say, I am sick or I hate, see what you are doing to this universe. You are reversing the natural harmonious action of spirit, thereby causing it to collect in consciousness and outpicture destructivity, right? God can only work for us and with us by working freely through us. The only way we can maintain conscious unity with spirit is to keep our thoughts constantly uplifted, right? Kel, good morning. Uplifted on a constructive, positive, creative level. Christ-based teachings, Don Curtis. Don Curtis was an actor. Listen, we're all just actors in life, right? Step up to the front of the class and give it your very best. And if you're failing, fail really well. Take the risk that you take the test and you fail like shit. But you take another test and another test and another test and another test until you get the shit. That's it. I didn't get into medical school the first year. I didn't get my residency I wanted. I didn't get this and that and this and that. Listen, and what do? I dust myself off. I get my butt up and I bring it to the table and I get to the front of the class every day. Am I different than any of you? Right? No, we're all exactly the effing same. The DNA is nearly identical, but it's the exposure and the marination of what you're putting in your mind and your mouth and where you choose to put your body. Isn't that stupidly simple? I know. The use of the word stupidly simple is basically because we're all smart as shit. And sometimes we do some stupid things, don't we? Right? And, I'm inspired by so many in this world. Let me see. Let me find Wayne. Where'd Wayne go? Well, let's see. I've got so much stuff that here's Wayne. You got to look at what I'm working from, right? And I have my Mighty Network, and I usually have my Instagram there, and then I have my books and stuff strewn around the office in my crazy place. And that's where I get my 1 to 3 naps in the day. And listen, wherever you're working, just put your chair back and close thy eyes and go through the gratitude list of life. How do I find your book? If you go to drkiltz.com or even Amazon, we have some books out there. We're working on, the new fertile spirit and secret of life it's really the new fertile secret is your spirit. And that's it. We're integrating the spirit and the secret of life. And if you haven't read Rhonda Byrne's book, The Secret, it's within you, right? Let's see. Being relaxed, at peace with yourself, confident, emotionally neutral, loose, and free floating, right? How to do this in life, right? These are the keys to successful performance in almost everything you do. And, and we all lose things. We get mad, sad, depressed, angry from time to time. What do? I pick up the book, a book, an inspiring book, whether it's simply Wayne Dyer, love Wayne, amazing guy. Wayne loved to run. He would like to be in Hawaii, but he loved to share God's words every single day. And that's kind of what the 5 a.m. team tribe is about. It's simply share your day, share your life, tell us what's going on. But remember, guess where God is? You know the secret, don't you? And if you go to again, free download on drkiltz.com, it is the Kiltz's Keto Carnivore secret. When you do this, oh my God, I'm sorry to all the doctors out there. See ya. You guys got to get another job. You guys and gals, listen, this is the magical miracle. But in the back of this is a bunch of books that I listen to and read. And when I learned that Salisbury steak was created by Dr. Salisbury, who had all of his guys in the Civil War dying of dysentery, and he simply gave them steak and coffee. Listen, steak and coffee is the meal for champions. If you're eating fruits and vegetables, fiber, seeds, and nuts, and fake shit of any significance or frequency, that's deadly. And listen, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, cigarettes, come on, it's deadly, right? And nothing's accidental. Everything happens according to God's way. No accidents of life. Remember, your thoughts and your actions create the deeds of your life. Positive, loving, kind, generous, and faith in God every day. Karen, how are you doing? Anna, Bob, how are you doing? Let's see. I was kicked off of Instagram this morning, and I didn't have the codes to get in, and so I've got to wait for the codes and get them, and we'll be in. Tomorrow we'll be all set. Monday through Saturday, 5 a.m. with Kiltz, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. In this universe, wherever you're at, no matter what time of day it is, we have people from Japan, Norway, Australia, New Zealand, and we're all connecting with everyone. I love. Woo! Hi, sweetie. I'm good. How are you, babe? You're on your way? It's okay. You know what I'll do? I can fly over to Tampa and I can pick it up. Yeah. What if you? Oh man. Uh, it, you know what? If you can stop, find the. Let me call. What time are you going to be there? Wait a minute. Which car is it? I'll tell you know what? You know what it is? No. Just go, babe. You know what? Park it wherever, and we'll get it when you go back. Don't worry. Or I'll go get it in some way, and I'll get the extra key. Okay? No, no. You take the key, park the car, and go home. Go take it. I will get the extra key at the house, and I will Uber up to get it. If you do a picture. Yeah, babe, don't worry about that. Okay? Sweetheart, don't worry about that. Okay? I don't know yet. I'm trying to change my stuff, get a little earlier. But if it's earlier, I could fly in and but listen, babe, do not mail in the key. Don't do that. Um, I'll get the key or get it from you from down there. Yeah, but let me think about it, okay? And I'll call you. You call me a little later, okay? All right. There's always something in the universe. Thanks for staying and hanging out with me. Miss Tia called, and the Uber driver just left, and she had to get to the airport at a flight for 7 a.m. in Tampa. And the universe always conspires for the right things in the right way in the right day. And I said, listen, take the car, leave it there. We'll figure it out. Right. We sometimes have to just take a breath and relax. Samara, I'm not in Latham today, but tell the team what you need. They're going to do the very best. Remember, if you don't understand something in life, stop and ask questions. If it's a language barrier, stop and look at this thing to do translation is amazing. Uh, Christian Carnivore Doctor every morning who loves, I do love the F word. I sometimes have to tame it down because if you use it too much, then it doesn't have the same power of the universe, right? Doesn't thank you. God bless you. Listen, the problem with science and medicine, it's run by the masters. Listen, Jeffrey, you know who, Epstein, whatever it is. And, where'd he get his money? But he's hanging out doing terrible things. And all the richest people of the world and the government people all connect with the guy, right? And the government is not run by the people. It's run by the money. Listen, I have money. I am grateful for my success in life. But I'm also a street kid from LA that said a little bit like, fuck, F this shit, right? And what I've learned, let's see, Saving Capitalism, Richard Reich, I can't remember his last name. He was the one of the secretaries, business economic secretaries for Clinton, and really a great movie. But it's our job in life to step up and stop just taking the shit, right? Now, again, I'm not saying but we own the government, like the people in America, but globally, whoever you are, we own it, right? And sometimes the masters are like just taking the money and they're working for the money man, right? And again, if you're working for money in life, but money is not a bad thing, but when you become the slave to it, that's not good, right? Life is about faith and the highest power of kindness and generosity and gratitude. And I have love to all of those at all let's see, levels of life. Why do we create all these levels of life, right? That these caste system, throw the shit out. But again, we're doing it in a way that we can do it with love and kindness and faith and every day. But the most important part is take care of thyself in more positive ways. That's, as a physician, what I've learned is love thy life, be loving, kind, and generous all of life. Isn't that simple? Right? So simple. God is good. God is great. God is always there for you in love and kindness. Isn't that amazingly simple? And the best way as a physician I've learned is Kiltz's Keto Carnivore Guide is your life, right? And I know, listen, you could buy infinite numbers of these on Amazon, paper copy. I've got some new books. I got Living Your Best Life, The Fertile Secret, my daily inspirations. But remember, you're the one should create your daily inspirations of life. Yours. Simple as that. That's where it's at. And life is good and great and grand and a game changer. So simple. God is good and great and grand each and every day. each and every way, always, always. And we're living our best lives today. And if you're unhappy where you're at, turn it around and be happy where you're at. And if you want to do something else, go do it. If you're held by the chains of others, well, you can just break them any day you want. Just step up and move it. But you do it in the mind first, and you believe the gift of God has created you. Listen, I'm a fertility specialist, a surgeon, but I'm also a human of faith and spirits and science and life and creativity. Get in the pottery and painting studio, make some badass art. And I use the term badass art because that's where it's at. Listen, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, you got to change it up if what you're doing is suffering. But if you're not suffering, you're not doing the things that build the strength of life, right? You gotta push a few extra reps or add a few extra pounds. And if you don't like what you think you are, love what you think you are, but change what you think you are, and you change everything. Fatty meat is key, and one meal a day. That is working for everyone. It's the simplicity of life. Listen, this idea is so effing simple. Simple. God's simplicity is magic. When you believe and have faith in God, the highest powers, oh my God, wait a minute. It's in the mind. It's a mind game. And you're reading and writing all these things, and you're seeing all those amazing, really, really talented people, and you're thinking, I don't have talent. F that, right? And talent is built in your DNA, and you're simply on the journey of creativity. If you listen and learn, if you think yesterday F you'd up, well, it did, but in a way that actually is strengthening you up. And fatty meat's the way. I do the baby's way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting, and try Kiltz's ice cream from time to time. It's the game changer. Nailed it about the money grubbers. Listen, we are being duped in this world that the science is going to solve all your problems. And now they want to put you on a spaceship and send you to Mars. I mean, really? Do we need to save the world by eating green shit, eliminating animals, and sending us all to Mars? Do we keep on following the stupid shit of the modernists? Let's get back to the ancient tribal nature. We're hunters. And if you want to gather some heroin, cocaine, marijuana, seeds and nuts, fruits and berries, go at it. But listen, we are on a spiritual journey of creativity. We are working together with love. And Marlia, love you. Thank you. Thank you. I am a coach and hanging in, artist. I'm 70 years young. And all of us, Kiltz's Keto Carnivore is the kick-ass. Forget measuring. They're measuring cholesterol, and it is actually a lie. Look at David Diamond's shit. But the problem is the scientists don't want to disrupt the science because we live in a science world. Listen, go carnivore. If you go the baby's way, and I know, listen, baby's way, one meal a day at night. Get in the painting and pottery studio. I drink coffee with butter, tea with cream, no milk, by the way, no cottage cheese, no yogurt. It's effing deadly. It's deadly. I know. And listen, I'm a scientist. I read infinite papers. Boy, they're so complicated. The simple answer is the one. A really good book for everyone to look at. A really good Carnivore Cures. The key to carnivore is we're lions. We're not pigs, cows, and sheep, but the masters, the money masters, right? The marketing masters, they're good people. They've been misguided. But truly, who's responsible for what you put in your mind, in your mouth, and what you do in your day? You are. 258 cholesterol. I've got high cholesterol. My parents, my grandparents. Guess what? The science is a lie. They're trying to sell papers and pharmaceuticals. And then nowadays you have to buy the papers. And if you tell anyone about the proprietary message, you know what's happening to you. You get a lawsuit. Carnivore, trouble with one meal. Go to two, Marcia. Listen, one meal, one snack. Listen, and I have in my refrigerator my steak, my eggs, my cheese, my salami, my cream. It's really very narrow. I'm kind of a boring guy. Listen, this is kind of this is it. But if you want to have a snack, go for it. If you're in there, have a second. But look at, I stay out of the kitchen, out of the cupboard. There's nothing in my cupboard, by the way. There's no seeds, no nuts, no oils, nothing. Oh, salt. That is it. Oh, and vanilla beans, which I keep in the refrigerator because I love them in my ice cream. Listen, you got to treat and reward. But when the doctors, when the scientists, and you send it out and you want to test that says I'm healthy. So far, what I can see, the cost of medicine keeps going like this. And my friends, my family members, colleagues are dying faster than you know. Younger and younger. The in utero, they're dying. Plants are the birth control pill and the abortion pill. Plus, they're heroin, cocaine, marijuana that F's up our brains. Then we become led and we no longer are our own leaders. This is it. Trouble. Go to two meals, have a snack, but start with where you're at. It's a practice that I've learned in life. Listen, do I have the most perfect body in life? Yes, you do too, whatever it is. And if you got some extra this, all power to you. Remember, if you're skinny and there's a famine, you're fucked. And thank you so much, Daniel. We have to be our own passionate coaches and cheerleaders, right? You're the all American or the all Norwegian or all New Zealand or all Asian or all whatever. But we are here to love and forgive and give more gratitude to the attitude of life. And we're in the 5 a.m. Kiltz's tribe, but it's your tribe, not mine. Listen, this is not mine. It's yours. For me, this is my energy that I love every single day. I love it every single day because the beauty of life is it's your life. And that's why I love reading people like Wayne Dyer or Deepak Chopra or Eckhart Tolle or Dr. Kiltz or Don Curtis. And infinite times a day. Listen, your body needs a ton of fat. If you're anorexic, no fat, you die fast. Anorexia and being skinny is the stupidest thing that modern humanity has said you should be. You should be fat because fat is fertile fuel for the famine. But most of us aren't suffering from famines. But we're also eating the wrong nutrition. You should be eating fatty meat because we're fativores. I don't know if it's an I, fativore, fativore. You can help me with that. I love Amber O'Hearn's The Lipivore. But listen, the science is so squirrely as snake oil. It's clouding my brain. When I stepped back and saw the big picture is so simple. Your mind is the master. And that is simple as that. When you eat the optimal nutritional solution, you will be the perfect weight. But if you look at polar bears and bears, they must get fat to go through the famine of their hibernation in order to brew a baby in their bellies. We have scientifically screwed us all up. If you're fat, you're fantastic. You have plenty of fuel, probably for the next month, 2 or 3. You're eating the diet of a pig, cow, and a sheep. We are lion-like. Okay, we're humans. My bet is we as the modern humans thrived, survived, and took over the globe as the apex predator because we ate the fatty meat, the brains, the bone marrow, and all of the other organs, right? We did not eat, oh my God, lean meat. It's called deadly, my friends. And I know this is crazy. It's simple. What is sugar for in the bloodstream? It's for the glycobiome, not for the energy. Your liver converts all sugars and all amino acids to fat. If it doesn't, you're dead. Plants contain the poisons to control and kill. And simply a plant-based, green-based diet is deadly. You can do whatever you want. You can follow whichever leader you want, but I'm following the lion. And I know when the sheep follow the lion, they become the lions. When the lions follow the sheep, we become sheep. The sheep at the top is a lion in sheep's clothing trying to deceive you, right? Now, again, we can share whatever we want in whatever way we want. Some people love this, some people hate it. It's your body, your life. I respect and honor vegans, vegetarians, Mediterraneans, whatever you want to be. The baby's way. The baby's way is in my new keto carnivore guide, which my team is working on and getting it out. What do I got? All right, let's get it right. The baby's way is on its way, and my team is working on it this week. Now, I have an amazing team of creators, illustrators, writers. If you've got some illustrative and writing talent and you want to be part of my team, just email Kiltz at robertkiltz@me.com. We're going to work on that, but we need more of the magic makers of life all around the globe, because the key to your health and wellness is not me, it's you, but it's you learning the way, the very, 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 very ancient way of life, which is basically fatty meat. We're the fativores. You got to have some fat if you want to thrive and survive. Lions probably eat once a week. Humans now eat 3 to 6 times a day. Are we not stupid? Sorry. We're easily duped, because once you eat the plants, you become easily controlled. When you eat the fatty meat, you become the lioness and the lion, and you control. And that's as simple as that. Go to drkiltz.com. You could grab some of these now, or go to Amazon. My team, we're having a great meeting tomorrow, and it's always about creating. And who's the greatest creator of the universe? You are. Who's the amazing artist of the universe? You are. All right, 6 a.m. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow for the 5 a.m. club. But remember, it's 5 o'clock somewhere and everywhere. Remember, one meal a day, one snack. Make the meal just before you go to bed. And when you can't sleep, get up and do something. Even it's simply sharing on the social, medical, and masterful way through social media. But if you're listening to shit things that are negative, and if you don't love this shit, go to another channel. But if anything is, create your own. Need your motivation every morning. I'm here Monday through Saturday, 5 a.m. Eastern time. But wherever you're in the world, tune in. You can get reruns anytime. And look at drkiltz.com. And listen, I'm the keto carnivore guy. And what I've learned, it's really fativore is the way. If you're not eating fat, it's deadly. A high protein diet is deadly. It should be a high fat, low protein, nearly zero carbs. One meal a day, one snack, but infinite, faithful, loving, kind, generous moments in the day. Let's see. We're all changing each other's life. Petra, arteries are clogged. Listen, your arteries are clogging because of sugar and plants, not fat. Listen, if we can't get it through our fat heads, that fat is the fertile fuel of the body. You eat fat, oh my God, amazing. But if you're eating 3 to 6 times a day, you're effing yourself up one time. It's simple as that. And if you want to lose weight, use weight. You listen, keto is not converting from sugar burning to fat burning. That's wrong. We always burn fat in the mitochondria of every cell, even in your brain. Sugar, glucose, glycans, maltose, fructose, all of the glycans are required for glycosylation. Glycosylation has to happen at such a fast pace. And it's so Simple. Glucose is just another sugar for glycosylation. And proteins are required for amino acids to make the proteins. If you can't make proteins and you can't glycosylate, you die. The liver and insulin are the way to make fat via amino acids, proteins, and carbs. There's no requirement to ever eat a carbohydrate. That blew my mind. And it's a game changer. I know you're worried about all the tests. The tests will always be snake oil, and they're always going to scare you. I have high cholesterol. My parents lived to 94. My grandmother, 104. They all had high cholesterol. And high cholesterol, by the way, is healthy for us. And eating fatty meat is good. God bless you. If you're in Syracuse, I'm in Syracuse, New York today. I'm here to help you all on the way. I'll be communicating and sharing. drkiltz.com. And just be there for you this day with love. Have a great day. I love you. See you tomorrow morning. If not, throughout the day. For wherever you are in this world or wherever you're in this life, have faith. And remember, you're the goddess and the gods of life. Take care.